Nobody sat me down before nursing school and talked to me about money. I got the FAFSA lecture, I got the make sure you have enough money to cover your books lecture, but nobody talked to me about what was actually about to happen to my financial life for the next 2 to 4 years. And more importantly, what choices I made in that season that would follow me for a decade after I graduated. And I talk to nurses every single day who are still cleaning up decisions they made in nursing school. I'm talking about debt they didn't have to take on, credit they accidentally destroyed, habits they formed out of survival and that they're still stuck in for 5 years later. So this video is for you whether you're in nursing school right now, just graduated and trying to figure it out, what went wrong, or you're a seasoned nurse who still carries some of that financial baggage. These are 5 things I wish somebody had told me before I started and what I do differently if I could go back. I'm Kiyane, a registered nurse who talks about real wealth building for nurses and professional women. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay, so the first thing I wish I knew, and I truly, truly mean this, is that student loan money is not free money. I know that sounds obvious, but when you're in nursing school, exhausted, working part-time, and a refund check hits your bank account, it doesn't feel like debt. It feels like relief. It feels like finally I have enough. And that feeling is actually kind of dangerous. Here's what nobody tells you in real numbers. If you borrow $50,000 in federal student loans at an average interest rate of 6.5%, and you're on a standard 10-year repayment plan, you're not paying back $50,000. You're paying back closer to $68,000. That's an extra $18,000 that cost you for borrowing. Every dollar you take above what you actually need is a dollar you will pay back with interest. So $50,000 borrowed at 6.5% over 10 years is $68,000 paid back. Only borrow exactly what you need, nothing extra. What I do differently is borrow the minimum, live as lean as possible during nursing school, take on a part-time job even if it's just one shift a week. Every dollar you don't borrow is a dollar you never have to pay back with interest. Your future self will thank you every single month when that loan payment hits. And the second thing, and this one stings for a lot of nurses, is that your credit score doesn't wait for you to get ready. It is being built right now. Every account you open, every bill you miss, every time you max out a credit card because groceries and rent hit the same week, all of that is being recorded. A lot of nurses come out of nursing school with damaged credit, not because they were irresponsible people, but because they were broke and overwhelmed and credit just wasn't a priority. A medical bill goes to collections. A utility gets shut off and it hits your report. A student loan credit card gets maxed out during finals week. These things happen, but credit bureaus don't care about your contacts. Another thing I do differently, open one starter credit card in nursing school, something with a low limit, and use it for one small reoccurring purchase like a streaming subscription, something small. Pay it off in full every month. That's it. You're building a payment history, keeping your utilization low, and lengthening your credit history all at once. So by the time you graduate, you'll have years of positive history already working for you. The third thing, the jump from nursing school, being broke, to first nursing paycheck is one of the most financial dangerous moments in a nurse's life. And I say that with love because I've seen it happen over and over again. And it happened to me too. You spend years being broke, surviving, saying no to everything, then suddenly you're making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year, and your brain says, I finally made it. I deserve this, a new car, new apartment, new wardrobe, eating out every day. And within 6 months, you are making more money than you ever have and still living paycheck to paycheck. And that, my dear, is lifestyle inflation. And it's a trap. Your income went up. Your expenses went up to match it. Your net worth, exactly the same. This is a trap. Another thing I do differently. For the first 6 months after you get your nursing job, live like you're still in nursing school. Keep your expenses exactly where they are. Take that income gap and throw it at the debt. Build your emergency fund. Open up a Roth IRA. Give yourself a foundation before you give yourself a lifestyle upgrade. You can still treat yourself. I'm not saying that. Just don't treat yourself all at once. Now, the fourth thing I wish I knew is that a staff nursing job at a hospital is not the ceiling. It is the floor. We are so conditioned in nursing school to think about getting the job, passing the NCLEX, getting hired, getting your first unit. Nobody talks about travel nursing, per diem work, nurse entrepreneurship, telehealth, consulting, education, legal nurse consulting, and the list goes on. The average staff nurse salary in the U.S. is around $77,000 to $80,000 a year. The average travel nurse can make $100,000 to $130,000 or more depending upon the specialty and assignment. That is not a small difference. That is potentially an extra $20,000 to $50,000 a year doing the same job in a different structure. So what I do differently, get your 2 years of experience, learn your craft, get solid on the floor, then go explore. Ask questions, research what other nurses are doing with their license. Your RN license is not just a job, it's a platform. So you need to build it. And the fifth thing, the one that probably costs nurses the most money over their lifetime, is waiting to invest. I cannot tell you how many nurses I've talked to who are 5, 10 years into their career and have never opened up a Roth IRA, never matched their 401k, never put a single dollar towards anything in the market, always waiting until the debt is gone, until things calm down, until there's more money left over at the end of the month. But here's the truth. There will never be a perfect time to start investing. There will always be something. But every year you wait is compounding. You are giving up forever. That time does not come back. You don't get it back. $200 a month invested at 25 is roughly $525,000 by 60. $200 a month invested at 35 is about $243,000 by 60. So same money, 10-year difference, $282,000 gap. What I do differently, start the month I got my first paycheck, even $100 a month. Open a Roth IRA, pick an index fund, set up automatic contributions, and leave it alone. The amount matters less than the habit and the time. Start now, increase it later. And here's the thing I really want you to take away from this video. None of these mistakes make you a bad person or a bad nurse or someone who isn't capable of building wealth. They make you a person who wasn't given the right information at the right time. That's it, just an information gap. And now you have it, so the only question left is what you need to do with it. Because the best time to start was before nursing school. The second best time is today. Pick one thing from this list that you haven't done yet and do it this week. Just one. If you don't have a starter credit card, research one. If you've been waiting to open up a Roth IRA, open it. If lifestyle inflation got you, write out your actually monthly expenses and find where the money is going. One step, that's all I'm asking for. So tell me in the comments which one of these 5 hit you the hardest. Which one do you wish you had known sooner? I genuinely want to know because your answer helps me know what to talk about next. And if you want to be around other nurses who are actually working on all 5 of these things, credit, investing, debt, income, mindset, my Instagram and my TikTok, The Wealth Building RN, it's where it's at. Share this video with a nursing student or a new grad who needs to hear this before they make the same mistakes. And I'll see you in the next one.